Hi, this is Ashley back with another reading, and this reading is going to be on Nasir Jones, not Little Nas X, but Nasir Jones, and it's going to be a career reading. And then also, someone wanted me to see how Beyonce feels about Nas. Okay, so before we get into anything, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you turn on post notifications. This reading is strictly for entertainment purposes only. And so we're going to start off with how Nas and Beyonce feel about each other. Let's start off with that. Feel like that would be a little quicker. How does Nas and Beyonce feel about each other? Okay, so they are attracted to each other. Okay, we all know Nas is fine, so nobody should really be shocked about that because the devil card has popped up. This talks about sexual attraction. And remember, I told you guys on station had how Beyonce had her eye on Nas, okay? And Nas still looks good, so does Beyonce, so there's an attraction there, okay? The Nine of Cups, this talks about stagnant energy. So their relationship never really went anywhere. There's not really a relationship at all. It just seems as though they had their eye on each other, and but in because he has a baby mother, he was in a relationship with Carmen at the time. Beyonce got with Jay-Z. I think she had a boyfriend before Jay-Z also, who she said cheated on her, or he came out and said that he cheated on Beyonce. Stupid move. They never really got together, okay? There's also the Justice card here. Okay, the Justice card in reverse. This talks about unfairness. So it almost seems like Beyonce kind of thinks, not saying that she doesn't love, camel face or anything like that, but it's almost like she thinks like, what if I had basically experienced other people other than the person that I'm with, okay? Now, I'm not saying that she might not have been with any other person, but it seems as though she always was intrigued by Nas. Like, what if I ended up with Nas instead of, Camel Face? I'm not saying that she's probably fantasizing about him, but it's almost like my life could have been completely different if I had went in that direction, okay? The Seven of Wands is here. This is talks about somebody feeling overwhelmed. So Nas does feel like Beyonce is overwhelming. I think it's just her presence. A lot of people in the industry, when they think about Beyonce, they think of power. So he does feel like her presence is overwhelming, okay? And that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just more of when you meet somebody that has a lot of power or that people basically worship from the ground up, it could be overwhelming to you. Like, oh my goodness, is Beyonce's here. And I'm not saying that he probably is fangirling over her, but I think a lot of people do feel like Beyonce's presence is overwhelming because she has a lot of security. People always try to take pictures with Beyonce. You saw how Jason Lee was at the Rock Nation brunch and she didn't even want to take a picture with him. So it seems as though like when people get around Beyonce, they start to act different or act funny. So he does find her presence overwhelming. People start to act different when she gets in when she gets in rooms. So also the Knight of Pentacles is here in reverse. So Nas does feel like Beyonce could do better, okay? Knight of Pentacles in reverse talks about, basically a leadership gone wrong, somebody kind of being challenging. Also, he does find that Beyonce is very business minded. He does respect Camel's Face businesses. But I don't think he particularly likes him as a person, and he does feel like Beyonce could do better. Okay, that's just his opinion. Okay, and the Queen of Wands in reverse, this just talks about somebody having selfish energy. So in regards to Beyonce's love life, she kind of chose a public image, business over true love. So I'm not saying that she doesn't love, her husband, but basically she saw the opportunity of what they could be together versus, oh, I'm so in love with you and I can't wait to have a family with you. Is more of, I know that we can be a power couple, we can make a lot of money together, we're going to be basically a staple in the industry, and that's what they are. So she doesn't really see marriage or being with someone as like, love in the air or everything is going to be peaches and cream. She kind of sees it as a business move. So she does see being with Jay-Z as a business move, okay? But she is attracted to Nas. They don't really have much of a relationship, and she kind of thinks like, what if I didn't end up with him, and what if I ended up with somebody else? So that's how she kind of views it, okay? So let's see Nas's career. What's going to happen in Nas's career? What is going to happen in Nas's career? Okay, so Nas has to be careful. Okay, he has to be very careful. The Seven of Swords is here. This talks about sneaky energy. Somebody's gonna try to come after his money. Okay, he's getting a lot of deals, a lot of good investments. Somebody's gonna come after his money. Okay, I can see this being Khalees. He does pay child support to Khalees. And it looks like she could possibly try to come after his money, okay? Six of Pentacles, a lot of people have their eye on Nas now because he's been getting a lot of good investment deals. It seems as, this talks about sharing information, gossip. So a lot of people are talking about his business deals and like how he's basically going to be a billionaire. I do see that could potentially happen, but it may not last for long. The Ace of Cups in reverse is here. This talks about lost opportunities. It seems as though he can end up losing money through a bad business deal, or somebody's going to try to take money from him, okay? And that's probably why he hasn't really been bragging about it. Like, he's not like Kanye West, who brags about his finances, because just how easily it came, it can easily leave, okay? So it seems as though the Ace of Cups in reverse, somebody's going to try to take money from him. The Seven of Swords is here. That could be Khalees and also other business partners that he works with, because they see that he's making a lot of good investments. The Moon card is here, and he's having anxiety over it. Nas is not really that great with money as it is. I'm not saying that he's in debt or anything, but sometimes people don't always have good money management. And Khalees has spoken about how, he allowed a house to go for foreclosure. Okay, that takes that affects your credit and everything. So he is having anxiety about these deals, okay? We also have the Strength card. He's very easily influenced. And with that being said, the Strength card in reverse represents somebody that's kind of weak-minded, that's easily influenced. And I already told y'all about the situation with how he let Lauryn Hill and Mary J. Blige get in his ear about Nicki. So when it comes to business deals, he's that easily influenced. Like if somebody comes to him and it's like a family friend or somebody like that and says, oh, I got this great business deal, and they don't really have all the paperwork, he's easily to believe that, the business deal might end up working out. Okay, so he can be easily manipulated. He is easily influenced. I do see that more deals can come to him, but he can lose money too because he's easily influenced. He has a lot of sneaky people around him. Okay, let's see. Will Nas become a billionaire? I did see it in the cards, but let me check again. Will Nas become a billionaire? It does seem like he's going to get more deals, but like I said before, he can easily lose money, okay? It seems like he can get there, but he can easily lose money. The Two of Swords here. This talks about not trusting your surroundings, okay? Being cautious, okay? The Three of Pentacles. This is definitely gossip energy. People are starting to pay attention to him. Camel Face has his eye on him because Camel Face is not used to other men being just as rich as him, only like Diddy and maybe 50 Cent, but he's not used to other men creeping up behind him getting as rich as him, so he's keeping his eye on him. The Knight of Wands, this talks about business. This also talks about challenging moments, okay? So it does seem as though he's going to be easily manipulated with his money. Okay, it seems like the more investments that he does, he's gonna run into people trying to steal from him. Okay, and we also have the Ten of Swords here. The Ten of Swords, this talks about betrayal. Okay, betrayal, people kind of doing things behind your back, and the Sun card talks about hopelessness. So he has to be very careful. It looks like the more money he starts to make, the more people are gonna try to sabotage him, basically. Okay, and I just want to see one more thing. I just want to see how his music career, because he still puts out albums, so I want to see how his music career will be. How will Nas's music career be in the future? Because he does still put out music. He has his own record label called Mass Appeal, and he has other artists on there. I believe Dave East is on there. So I just want to see how his music career will go. Yeah, there's going to be people trying to sabotage him musically too, which is actually really weird. The foundation of his record label is always going to be successful. The Ten of Cups, talks about success, building a foundation. So the record label is going to be fine, but the Five of Swords, this is in reverse. This talks about somebody like potentially releasing on the same day as him, trying to sabotage, if he puts out a single or an album, trying to sabotage it. So he does have secret haters, okay? But the Eight of Wands is here. Even though he has his own record label, he's not fully able to do what he wants to do, okay? Because most of the time, he has to put the funding behind it because it's his own record label. So when he wants to do certain things, he has to put the money behind it, basically. Okay? And also, the Four of Swords is here. This talks about stress. So all this accomplishments, getting the Grammy, getting $100 million deal, the new investments, they do cause stress in his life because he knows people are watching him. So we just got to keep Nas in our prayers. I like Nas. I'm wishing him all the best. If you like this reading, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you turn on post notifications. This reading is strictly for entertainment purposes only. And have a great day.